I don't know if we've ever had a major tarot card movie, like or horoscope movie, aka
Mhm.
subgenre, in like
Yeah,
what
for
like 116 years of Hollywood now. Like it's about damn
sure.
time.
It's definitely a different niche. Yeah.
Yeah. What would you find most exciting about this concept, though?
I mean, again, like the idea that it's definitely a different type of horror that we've not necessarily seen. I think we've seen everything in terms of like the supernatural to like jump scare types to like based on the real events and everything. But I don't think we've really tackled the just like the spiritual sort of like tarot side. And I think that was probably the most interesting to me. And I know that a lot of young people today are into star signs, they're into like tarot, they're into like palm reading, they're into like all these things. So I think just from like a business standpoint, it's a good move. No, but no, it was definitely definitely very just a really great story for sure.
You guys are attacking that demo. Love horror movies, love tarot cards.
Right.
Boom, boom, boom. From the first like 5 or 10 minutes, like I thought it was going to be like your typical like House in the Woods type of horror movie
Yeah,
with tarot
right,
cards, but it's more
right.
like Final Destination-y. In the
Mm,
way they're sort of like fates follow them, and it becomes sort of an
yeah.
inevitabilities. Like, did that comparison come up for you guys in the making of it?
I would say that definitely came up for us a little, and I think the comparisons are definitely very accurate in the way that you think it goes one way, but it actually turns out to be something completely different. I really love that about our movie.
Be honest, when you get a script like this, do you flip like right through it to see if and how you die?
I was actually very interested in the story, so I did read a lot of it before I started going to like those parts of the script, and I was pleasantly surprised with a lot of like how things turned out. So I think it'll be all very satisfying the way things turn out for sure.
Mhm. How's Paxton like the most different from anyone you've played before?
He's more like bullish. Like he doesn't really like care about anything. He's kind of just about like his self-obsessed like he's kind of just like himself. He loves himself the most, but like in like an endearing way. And I feel like all the other characters that I've played were definitely not that ignorant. So I think that's probably the best part about him for sure.
Does an experience like this make you more of a believer in that type of stuff or less of a
I
believer?
feel like I'm low key like definitely believe in spirits for sure,
Hmm.
but I also like I think it has definitely reinforced this idea of like maybe just don't be fing around with like spiritual things, like we may not see ghosts or whatever, but stuff
Mhm.
happens all the time with no explanation. So maybe just like
Uh,
relax on like touching other people's tarot cards.
right. That's the lesson, right? Like have enough beer, one, but like
Right. That's
around
all. That's all
spiritual
I'm saying.
stuff.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Have you ever had a supernatural experience?
Gosh, I don't know if this is like this might just be all made up in my mind, but in my mom's house, I just always could hear someone walking upstairs when I knew no one was upstairs.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it's just like me being crazy or like not thinking properly or like just not thinking, but I definitely felt a presence up there all the time. And I just would always like I'd be like, nah, I'm still afraid of the dark. I don't know. It's fine. And then one of my friends who actually stayed at my mom's house, he has like that ability to like sense and see like spirits and stuff. And he like noticed like this person with like long black hair, like a premonition in my mom's house.
Yeah, give me chills.
so,
Not gonna lie.
so I'm just like never gonna stay there again.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying. That
Yeah,
sounds
it's never
terrifying.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
your mom's cool with it. She's like, no, it's
Yeah, she's fine. Like she welcomes it, so I think good for her.
yeah. As you guys call yourselves early on, as you call them, you're just a bunch of best friends hanging out together, bonding in nature. I know
Yeah.
you guys all have very eclectic, prolific careers. You do lots of stuff, but considering how much time you've spent together over the years, you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Does the part of it feel like you're kind of cheating on Tom and Zendaya a little bit with this new group of friends?
I feel like we cheat on each other all the time on every project that we do. So
Sure.
it is what it is, you know what I mean? It's a toxic relationship, but we still love each other. So what can you do?
Zendaya like is really cheating on you guys and challenging.
That is hilarious. Nah, she's killing the game. I love watching them grow and like
Oh
be
yeah.
dope people. I love the people that they've become for sure.
Yeah, you gotta be glad to finally make it into college though in this one.
Thank God. I mean, like there's like this industry thing where like it's good to play high school as much as you can, because like that's like a lot of bread and butter money. So
Yeah, hey, I mean the actors in Greece were doing it until they were like 35, you know.
good for them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like I love Toby and I love Andrew like to death. Like But like even when they were like doing their Spider-Mans, bro, they definitely didn't look like they were in high school. Like I love them to death, like forever, ever. But like, come on
Yeah.
now, like
They were getting up there a little bit. Tom still has that. Tom can pass. He's
that
got
boyish
that,
charm. Yeah,
that boyish charm.
yeah.
Exactly. I think you actually said like a year ago or so that you weren't necessarily hoping for a fourth Spider-Man movie. It sounds like you have more of like a que sera, sera attitude towards it happening. Like,
Yeah,
is that still the
yeah.
case?
I'm definitely more like I'm open to anything, and I think we all are open to anything. And I think, yeah, I definitely feel like that was taken out of context. But I genuinely like just like with anyone who's ever known someone who works for Marvel or for like a superhero movie, unless you're like a superhero like big time, like one of the main ones that they're trying to like make movies about. You don't really know what's going to happen. And I think I'm like, like in the industry, people don't want to hope to wish. So like, I think that I would hopefully like I'm down for anything. I'd love to be part of something special again, but also in the same time, like I understand it's a business and people may not want that thing anymore. So I'm just like being more realistic than anything else.
Yeah. I mean, are you missing that universe at all?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like I'm missing like all the free flights. No, I'm definitely
All those
like I just
miles?
like just like the camaraderie and like the awesome people that you get to meet and work with all the time. But again, like with any project, you get to meet and like work with great people regardless of what it is. So yeah, it's I miss like the fraternity feel for sure.
I mean, of course, with Ned, there was always the question of if he'd ever go like full hobgoblin on us. Like, was that ever in the cards at any point in the original trilogy? Was that ever something they discussed?
Honestly, I'm not. I'm not sure. Like, again, like we may have we have talked about things for sure, but like I don't know if like really led to anything serious about being like a villain or anything like that. We wanted to put like some Easter eggs in the third movie, but I just feel like it is again like I don't want to speak on things that I don't know about, but people might think I do. Like I feel like being in this like job for such a long time, I just feel like anything that I say is just taken out of context. Yeah.
That's fair. Of course, you also have Reginald, season two coming up, right?
Yeah.
What's got you excited to unveil season two on everyone?
Oh man, I think season two is just a lot more drama, a lot more. It's like just deeper than the first season for sure. A lot more romance for sure. But also the stakes are higher. We're fighting angels now. Like it's like immediately after we beat the whole thing with me being a vampire, I have to like all of a sudden beat super powerful angels. So it's like stressful. It's a stressful season, and it's very like the climax of the series is gonna be insane for sure.